Level 1. Broke. You're standing in front of a McDonald's. Not inside, outside. It's 11:47 p.m. The lobby is closed, but the drive-thru is still open. And you've been standing here for 4 minutes. Doing math in your head. A McDouble is $2.19. You have $2.43 in your account. If you order it, you'll have 24 cents left. 24 cents between you and a zero balance. You stand there, in the cold, watching cars pull through the drive-thru like it's nothing. Like spending $2 is just nothing. And that's when it hits you. It's not the hunger that's killing you. It's the calculation. The fact that a $2 burger requires a meeting with yourself, a pros and cons list, a moment of courage. That's what broke feels like. Not dramatic, just standing outside a McDonald's at midnight, doing math on a meal. Level 2. Surviving. You wake up on an air mattress. Not a couch, an air mattress that's been slowly leaking since Tuesday. By morning, you're basically on the floor anyway. You can feel the carpet through the plastic. The room is in your uncle's basement, in Cleveland. You're 24 years old. This wasn't the plan. None of this was the plan. You look up at the ceiling. There's a water stain in the corner, shaped like something you can't name. You've been staring at it every morning for 6 weeks. You know every edge of it. Your phone is at 4%, not because you were using it, but because the outlet near the mattress stopped working, and the only one that does is across the room. Your charging cable doesn't reach, so every night you have to choose, charge your phone or sleep next to it. You always choose sleep, and every morning you wake up to a dying battery, which feels about right. Level 3. Invisible. You go upstairs. Your uncle is already gone for work. His wife, your aunt, is in the kitchen. She doesn't say good morning. She just says, "There's cereal," and goes back to her phone. You pour the cereal. There's not enough milk. You use water for the rest. You eat it standing at the counter because sitting at the table feels like you're making yourself too comfortable in someone else's space. You've developed a talent for taking up as little room as possible, apologizing for existing, eating fast, laughing at jokes that aren't funny, leaving before anyone has to ask you to. You finish the cereal, rinse the bowl, place it back exactly where you found it, and go back downstairs. Level 4. Hope, then rejection. You walk to the public library on Euclid Avenue. 23 minutes on foot. Your shoes have a small split on the left sole. When it rains, your sock gets wet. It rained last night. You sit at a computer in the back row, the one next to the guy who always smells like cigarettes and talks to himself under his breath. You used to sit further away. Now you don't care. You open your resume. The same one you've been sending for 11 weeks. You change the font from Calibri to Georgia because someone on Reddit said it looks more professional. You send it to 14 jobs: customer service, warehouse supervisor, data entry, security guard. You don't care anymore what it is. You just need a number to call yours. You hit send on the last one, and then you just sit there, staring at the screen. The library is quiet. A kid is crying somewhere in the children's section. The fluorescent light above you flickers, once, then twice. Nothing happens. Nothing ever happens right away. You already know this. But you wait anyway, because leaving feels like giving up. You get a call back. Logistics coordinator position. $18 an hour. You iron your shirt 3 times. The same shirt. Your only real shirt. You leave 90 minutes early because you can't afford to be late and you can't afford an Uber 25. You sit in the back, going over your answers in your head. Tell me about yourself. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? You get to the building on East 9th Street 20 minutes early. You sit in the lobby and watch people badge in and out. They all look like they belong somewhere. You practice looking like that. The interviewer is a woman named Sandra. She's polite, professional. She asks about your gaps. You explain them carefully. She nods carefully. At the end, she says, "We'll be in touch." And something in the way she caps her pen tells you everything. You shake her hand anyway, smile anyway, and walk back out onto East 9th Street. Into the wind. Level 5. Breaking point. Back on the bus home. Your phone buzzes. Your heart does that stupid thing where it jumps. You check it. It's not Sandra. It's a group chat from your old high school friends. Someone just bought a new car. You watch the messages roll in. You don't respond. You turn your phone over and watch Cleveland pass by through the window. You get off 2 stops early because walking feels better than sitting still right now. The split in your shoe lets the cold in immediately. You just walk. Your aunt sits you down. She's not mean about it. That almost makes it worse. Baby, we love you, but we got our own bills. You understand? You nod. I just need a little more time. I know, but... She doesn't finish. She doesn't have to. You have 2 weeks. You go back downstairs, sit on the deflated air mattress, open your phone calculator. You have $2.43. Rent anywhere decent in Cleveland is $650 minimum. $2.43 versus $650. You do the math 6 different ways. It keeps coming out the same. You put the phone down and just sit in the quiet of that basement with the water stain above you and the wet sock drying in the corner. And you finally ask yourself the question you've been avoiding for months. What if you're just not going to make it? Not today, not eventually. What if this is just it? Level 6, rock bottom. You're walking back from the library. You pass a house on Chester Avenue. There's a dog in the side yard. Big mixed breed, brown and gray, chained to a post. There's a bowl in front of him. Someone put food out. Table scraps, leftover rice, something orange that might have been sweet potato. The dog is eating it slow, head down. No rush, no shame. Just eating because he's hungry. And hunger is enough of a reason. You stand at the fence and watch him for a moment. He looks up at you once, then goes back to eating. And something about that breaks you open in a way nothing else has. Because you're jealous. Not of a person, of a dog eating scraps from a bowl. You walk away fast, before the feeling gets a name. That night, you eat a packet of ramen. No pot, no stove. You crush it in the bag and eat the dry noodles with the powder, sitting on the floor of your uncle's basement, in the dark. Because you don't want to use the electricity you haven't paid for. You eat slowly, piece by piece. The powder gets on your fingers. You lick them clean, every finger. Because nothing goes to waste anymore. You sit there for a long time after, in the dark, the city moving above you, a dog barking somewhere, and you make a deal with yourself. Not a big one, just a quiet, private agreement. 1 more week. Give it 1 more week. And if nothing changes, then figure out what nothing means.